And welcome to week 6. We only have 2 weeks left in the semester. I hope that you all are doing well with this class and the other classes. I know this semester as a student as well. At the end, it gets kind of crazy. So hopefully you are keeping yourselves honest and balanced with everything, and you're ready to finish strong. So this week, the week 6 is all about building up your knowledge. So there'll be some readings on how to take notes online and read online as well, related to that, and some other activities as well. So upcoming events or assignments, what I brought up last week in the mini lecture, you can remind that this week there are the 2 synchronous session times. You only need to go to one of them, if able, either April 12th, which is Thursday this week, or April 17th at 8 p.m. through our Carmen Connect group room. Again, it's highly recommended and preferable that you do come to these because it makes for a lot more engaging environment if there's more people there to kind of do any type of activities that I might have, or to have some type of discussion or collaboration there. But clearly I understand I'm not going we're not requiring it, and as was the case for the first one in week 1, there will be the alternate assignment as well, which will be posted 1 or 2 days after the session occurs. So ePortfolio checkpoints, again, you've had 2 so far. There's 1 more at the end of this week. It's important that you keep up with these, and I hope that you are, so that last week, week 7, you're not doing all this extra work at that week to get it done. The objective with these checkpoints was to keep you structured to do a little bit each week, so that you're not doing so much at the end. Kind of as a good goal, these smaller steps that's been talked about with managing your time and some of the other topics in this course, so that you're ready for that ePortfolio showcase, that screencast video of your portfolio, so you can focus more on just developing that, making that a good 3 to 5 minute presentation, which you'll post to the discussion board during that week. So week 7, that is. So that's the goal, and that's some of the upcoming assignments and events. So as a quick review from last week, again, we talked about access to key resources. So that it was, again, understanding who you can go to for assistance or help or advice, whether that's your faculty advisor or your program advisor, whether that's technical support within your program or within the university as a whole, whether that's physical support, or whether that's through their online resources that they may have. Other sources as well, which, for instance, like writing centers or math centers or other study centers, or any type of tutoring that is available. As well as also just your direct course instructors as well, which might be useful as well just for basic questions. So that was part of the ideas also. So the other topics was on scholarly articles, understanding how to search for those, how to look for those, what resources to look to search for those topics, and how to evaluate those resources as well. Researching topics, again, if you ever get to this point, maybe you have used that. If not, you need to know almost every college within the university or department unit has a subject librarian. For instance, relevant to me, there's one for the full College of Education and Human Ecology, all 3 departments. But I'm sure, and I know there's one for a lot of the other departments or colleges throughout the university as well. So that would be a good source if you ever need to do any type of research and you need some assistance or tips on that. And then search places and other technologies. So for instance, Google Scholar, all the databases that the OSU library system subscribes to, that's a way to find sources. The library itself, and then also discuss briefly some of the citation software, the RefWorks and the Zotero and other things as well that you can use to kind of keep track of some of your sources if you're doing some type of writing. And then the other thing which you posted on last week was the understanding online resource evaluation. So knowing how to apply those good principles to evaluate the different resources that is on the internet and on the World Wide Web. And then understanding search engines, how they work, and how to kind of use those to the best of your advantage right there. The plan for this week, again, like most weeks, there will be the lecture, the case study, and the readings on dealing with building up your knowledge, so note taking or online reading. not resources. Synchronous session, again, as a reminder, that will be either Thursday or Monday. If you can come, please do. The technology tryouts, there will be something on that related to some of the technologies, the quiz on the readings, the reflection paper, as I continue to emphasize again, 4 out of 6 are required. You can certainly do all 6 of them, and the 4 best scores will count. And then finally, the ePortfolio Checkpoint 3, which will be your last checkpoint before the things due. So hopefully you guys are well on your way with that on your individual sites. So the task for the ePortfolio Checkpoint 3, as a reminder, the About Me page should be complete. You should have done your editing and cleaning up any grammar or spelling on that page. That should have been done after last week. The professional topic page should have resources and the descriptions on there, as well as also some type of analysis or synthesis of that. You should be cleaning up that page and finding ways to link those resources together to tell that story. So tell story and link the summary and the synthesis of the resources. So this week you should really be focusing on how you can kind of put some of those ideas together and really just kind of clean that up. But that should be pretty much complete by this point anyway. The topical learning pages, those 3 pages, should be in 3 different pages, if not already. I think that was required earlier on. Three different types of artifacts. Again, those could be reflection papers, could be pages on some of the technology you learned about in this class. That could be a page on just study tips that you learned in this class, something else related to that, something that's related to the actual course itself that you can take away and comment on and describe some of the artifacts on there and synthesize those just a little bit to explain why you included those and why it's important. And then you should be trying to do the grammar and spelling check if you can. Again, you should really try to get as much, if not everything, on your ePortfolio done by this week that you want done by the end of the course for grading purposes, so that you can focus next week on just doing the screencast video. Of course, every website always is a work in progress, but in terms of just like this time point by the end of this course to get it finished, you should try to make sure it's pretty well complete by the end of this week. That's a suggestion, not required, but just a suggestion so that there's less to do next week if you choose to. Again, you don't need to post anything for the assignment, just have these components ready for my review after the end of this week. Other than that, have a great week as always, and any questions, concerns, again, always contact me at my email or through the Carmen message inbox system. Other than that, bye-bye, guys.